So yesterday, I wrote Jeremy and I was like, hey, I'm going to talk about the Oscars in my video for tomorrow. And, being that it's the Oscars, being that there's no host, I'm sure there's probably something crazy that's going to happen. So that'll be fun to talk about in a video. And to be honest, the Oscars weren't too bad last night. The not having a host actually wasn't all that bad. Maybe it was because the hosts for the past few years have been very pushy about the political agendas and stuff, especially Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel was horrible with that, and especially last year. Oh man, I could barely get through the Oscars last year, but overall, it wasn't too bad. Not having a host definitely kind of kept things just moving along and stuff. There were a couple people like Spike Lee who really got into the political type of stuff with his speech. He kind of went off a little bit on that. He was talking about the 2020 elections and how we have to make the right choice and all that stuff. And obviously, alluding that doesn't want Trump back. Of course, he doesn't want Trump back. I don't know if you've seen Black Klansman or not, but that was actually a film that I enjoyed quite a bit. I enjoyed it quite a bit, all the way up until the last 3 or 4 minutes of the movie, where they just decided to turn the entire film into a propaganda piece and a piece to basically push political agendas and anti-Trump type of themes and all that stuff, and it was just kind of ridiculous. And I rolled my eyes very hard at the end of Black Klansman. Up until that point, it was a pretty good movie. Olivia Colman did a pretty good job with her speech. I really enjoyed her speech, and then there were some other people as well that gave some really good speeches, and I really enjoyed them. So overall, it was a better Oscars ceremony than it's been for the past few years, so that was very nice to witness and to be a part of. So hopefully they continue to move in this direction, and if they do, then I think they'll see a mass majority of viewers coming back to watch the Oscars, and I know that I will be more excited to see the Oscars next year if they continue to move in this direction. So hopefully that's the case, and let's just hope that that there's a little bit of wake up going on. I don't know if it was just by chance that it was like this way this year, just because there wasn't a host to deal with and all that stuff. But another thing is, with the 2020 elections coming up, they might be pretty pushy about the political stuff as well. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But the main thing I want to talk about in today's video is that people are already complaining about the Best Picture winner from the Oscars last night, and that is Green Book. Green Book won Best Picture, and yeah, let's go ahead and see what Screen Rant has to say about that. So, why Green Book won Best Picture? So, right off the bat, I just want to say I haven't seen Green Book, unfortunately. That is one of the films that I haven't had a chance to watch yet, and I'm definitely going to watch it, especially from what I've heard about it. But let's go ahead and see what they have to say about Green Book. It turns out that, much to the surprise of everyone there, the Academy chose the latter, as Peter Farrelly's biographical drama Green Book took home top prize, as well as Best Original Screenplay and Best Supporting Actor for Mahershala Ali. The choice was an obvious shock, going by the reaction to those in the room and on social media.
Green Book ticks so many boxes in terms of Oscar-friendly filmmaking. It's a biopic, it's a historical piece, it stars two beloved actors, it's directed by something of an industry favorite, it's very old school in its filmmaking and writing, and it's the kind of neat approach to the tangled issue of racism that has always played well to the majority white Academy. There's a reason people keep comparing the movie to Driving Miss Daisy, which won Best Picture in 1990. Green Book felt especially archaic in a year where film pushed so many boundaries across budgets, genres, and philosophies. For better or worse, that seemed to help it. As evidenced by many brutally honest Oscar ballot pieces that filled the awards conversation this year, Green Book was popular with older Academy members, many of whom pushed back against the conversations surrounding the movie and its creating team. Despite great steps made to diversify the Academy's membership, the pool of Oscar voters remains heavily white, heavily male, and older in age. Ooh, all the bad things, all the evil things.
So basically, Screen Rant is saying that Green Book wasn't woke enough to deserve to win Best Picture. A lot of these mainstream media sites are basically claiming that the identity politics wasn't strong enough in this movie for it to deserve to win. So basically, they're flat out saying that the thing that should determine whether a Best Picture should win is whether the identity politics are have merit in the film, and it's ridiculous. That should never be what that shouldn't be what the Best Picture is based off of, and it's ridiculous ever to this point. It just shows how obsessed the mainstream media is with identity politics, and it's ridiculous. I listened to Odin on Odin's movie blog last night, and he says that Green Book was a great film. That was a really good film, and it's worth checking out. And it's a film that doesn't really delve too much into the identity politics. Instead, it handles the story of a white man and a black man very well, and they do a really, really good job with it from what Odin has said. And I believe Anna, that Star Wars girl, also has confirmed that it's a great movie as well. So it's definitely a movie that's worth checking out. I trust those two and their opinions, so I think we should all check out Green Book when it comes out. And it sounds like they handled the racial divide very well in that film. But apparently that isn't good enough for the mainstream media and SJWs. They want to see the films that take the extreme road when it comes to the identity politics, and that's just another sign of the state that we're in right now with the mainstream media and SJWs. And they if something doesn't have identity politics in it now, they don't want to support a film that doesn't have identity politics in it anymore. And it's ridiculous just how obsessed these people are with it. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's just getting worse and worse. It's to the point now where a movie can't win Best Picture because it doesn't have identity politics in it. It's ridiculous. These people are nuts, and we need to continue to support the films that don't have this ridiculous bullcrap in it. So definitely go see Green Book when it comes out. I don't think it's out on DVD or Blu-ray yet, but when it does, definitely go check it out. It's a film that I'm going to be checking out as well, and I'm excited to see it. And show it some support if it is indeed a film that strays away from all of the political nonsense. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will talk to you very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.